Hello everyone, I am Dr. Tamal Ghosh. I am an expat Indian from Norway. I work for academic sector. This is my first live video through this channel. And today I am going to talk on an important topic which is related to educational sector, how COVID-19 pandemic is affecting educational sector and what are the changes being formed in educational sector. First of all, we can see the major changes, the innovation, technological innovation. COVID-19 is acting as a catalyst for educational institutions to search for innovative solutions in a short period of time, which means century-old classroom-based approaches, teaching methods, institutional biases are being changed. For an example, students from developed countries such as Hong Kong, China, millions of students, they are using interactive applications, web applications, mobile applications, live TV broadcasting for study. In lesser developed part, such as in Nigeria, schools are using standard asynchronous online learning tools such as Google Classroom, and they are augmenting it with synchronous face-to-face video instruction-based mode classroom. In countries like Lebanon, students are using digital platform even for the subjects like physical education. They are shooting their videos and sending it over internet to their instructors, teachers for further evaluation, further assessment as a homework. So these technologies are pushing students to learn new digital skills which will be prevalent in future. Now, in order to make it prevalent in future, public-private educational partnership is very important and it could grow hugely. In a short period of time, we have seen learning consortiums, coalitions are taking shapes with various stakeholders like government, publishers, educational institutions, telecom operators are working together to utilize digital platforms to provide solutions to this crisis. In emerging countries where education is predominantly provided by government, this could become a new trend for the future education. It is evident that educational innovation is receiving attention beyond the typical government public funding or non-profit actions. It is creating wide scope for the private industries. In the past decade, we have already seen far greater interest and investment coming from the private sector in education solutions and innovation. And this will be growing more and more in future. Now, is there a bad side? Like, will it create divide? Let's see. Most schools in affected areas are finding temporary stopgaps or solutions to continue teaching, but the quality of learning is heavily dependent on the quality and level of digital access. After all, only 60% of the world population can access digital contents, whereas virtual classes on personal phone tabs may be the new way in developed countries, but apparently poor countries are relying on lessons, assignments sent via WhatsApp emails. So the poorer families and their children are being left behind due to the cost of digital devices and data plans. Unless access costs are cutting down and quality of access increase universally, the gap in education quality and socio-economic inequality will be further increased. The digital divide could become more extreme if education access is dictated by the access to the latest technology. And in countries like India, this digital innovation could affect the student community to a great extent. And but we have to admit that education is must. So in order to make it must, we have to accept this change, and we have to act accordingly. Now it's a time to see what our government in India will do to make it success. If you have any questions, any queries, you can always ask us through this channel, and you can also send us emails. Have a great day.